Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. This is Blazing Football here. We are going to predict for the game week 33, which is going to start tomorrow. So the first fixture is Norwich City versus Brighton. Let's start from Krishna.
Norwich is in like the worst form possible, and with both Cookie not firing and Max Aaron's not playing the way he was playing the first half of the tournament, I don't think it is possible for them to pull off a victory. So I go with Brighton winning the game 2-0.
Okay, Shiva.
Brighton have been in a good form, so I'm going to say 3-1 Brighton.
Okay, Rahul.
Yeah, Brighton are a stronger team right now. They are very, very dangerous in set pieces, and Norwich doesn't look like a side which deserves to play in the Premier League right now. So I'm going to predict a 2-0 victory to Brighton.
Okay, Ashwath.
I think Brighton will be, willing to recover from their loss against United. So it's a definite win for Brighton. I think the score will be 2-0 for Brighton.
Okay, Aditya.
I think Brighton, apart from the last game, they haven't really been in bad form. They got a draw against Leicester as well, and defeated Arsenal. But and Norwich have been poor the whole season. So yes, I mean Cantwell is not able to play a link well with Pookie anymore, like how he did in the starting. So I think it will be a 2-1 to Brighton.
Even I will go with 2-1 to Brighton because Brighton definitely have been in good form after this pandemic. Yeah, definitely they put up a good performance against Arsenal, where Neil Maupay put up a very good performance. And even in this Manchester United match, I think he came in the second half, and after they came, the match changed. So if they start this match, I think they can easily win this match. So I'm going with Brighton winning 2-1. The next fixture is Leicester City versus Crystal Palace. Krishna.
I guess Crystal Palace should have been shocked after their defeat against Burnley last game. So I guess they would try to hit Leicester back, and with the form not helping Leicester's cause, I don't think they can, pull off a victory, or they have what it takes to break defenses. So I'll go with a 1-1 draw in this game. And I guess even the attacking fourth, Wilfried Zaha has been doing fantastically well, and there are other players to support him. And on top of it, in free kicks, they have very good free kick takers in Milivojevic and Patrick Van Arnold. So I guess somehow it will be a 1-1 score.
Okay, Shivsara.
I think I've told it last week too. Brendan Rodgers has started bottling it. And so I think Leicester is definitely going to lose it. So I'm telling 2-1. 2-1. Leicester loses.
Okay, Rahul.
I think the return of Madison will be a huge boost for Leicester City. And since he is returning, the attacking front will also be quite strong. So I'll be going for a 2-0 win for Leicester.
Okay, Ashwath.
So I think Leicester are not in a position to drop points, and they'll not be looking forward to drop points also. And we saw like the second half against Everton, we saw them like giving a tough fight for Everton. So I think Leicester will win by a goal 2-1. Yeah, Leicester will win by 2-1.
Okay, Aditya.
Before the lockdown, Crystal Palace were in one hell of a form. I mean, they had a very good run, and after that, the last two games they lost against Liverpool and they lost against Burnley. And Leicester, they lost against a very good organized Everton. So yes, Leicester's conversion rate is very low and compared to what it was. But I think these 3 points mean a lot to Leicester. So I am going to go for a 2-0 to Leicester.
I'm going 1-0 to Crystal Palace because I think Crystal Palace are very good defensively. They are very organized. So I think they might put up a goal and then see out that match. So I'm going for 1-0 to Crystal Palace. The next game is Manchester United versus Bournemouth.
With the form we are in, I don't think we even have a chance to lose this game. This should be a pretty straightforward game, and just for the sake of formality, I guess we will have this. Yeah, jokes aside, but yeah, as you can see, our game with the midfield, we have Bruno, Pogba, and all firing from all cylinders. I guess this should be an easy game, and I will go with 5-0 to United.
Very ambitious.
Okay,
Oh my
Shivcharan.
Oh my God. What was the fixture again?
Manchester United versus Bournemouth.
Okay. So yeah, I'm not going to make the mistake I made last week. So I'm going to say Manchester United wins against Bournemouth. Score being 2-1.
Okay, Rahul.
Yeah, Manchester United has been in pretty good form right now, and Bournemouth, on the other hand, has been very, very poor. So it will be a comfortable win for Manchester United, and it will be a crime if Manchester United doesn't score less than 3 goals. So it should be a 3-0 win for them.
Okay, Ashwat.
I think it should be a comfortable win for United. And the score, I think, will be 3-1 for United. Bruno scoring. With Bruno scoring.
Okay, Ashwat. I mean Aditya. Sorry.
I mean, this fixture is probably one of the easiest given the form United are in. So, and I don't really think Bournemouth would score either. They were horrible against Newcastle United. So, I'm going to go for a 4-0 victory. Or probably even 5-0 for that matter.
Even I'm sure that they're definitely going to win this game because Bournemouth has a lot of injuries. Even Callum Wilson is injured, I think. They have many injuries, and I feel that Manchester United are going to win 3-0 comfortably. Yeah. The next game we are going to see is Wolves versus Arsenal. Krishna?
See, basically, before even we start this, one thing is pretty clear. Arsenal doesn't have a defense. And
What do you mean by that?
I don't think they have what it takes to stop the likes of Pedro Neto, Raul Jimenez, or Adama Traore for that reason. So I guess it's going to be a cakewalk for Wolves. And even Wolves are defensively very strong, and I don't think Aubameyang alone cannot do anything. So I guess it will be a 3-0 victory to Wolves.
Okay. Sure.
I think Arsenal played very well last match. I think Arteta is slowly implementing whatever football he has in his vision to Arsenal, and I think it is slowly, showing in Arsenal. It is so. I think Arsenal is definitely winning this match, even though Wolves are a very good team. So I'm going for 3-1 Arsenal.
Okay. Rahul.
Yeah, I think the same prediction would have been, done if for Sheffield United versus Arsenal, because even then we were the underdogs and we managed to pull off a win against a very strong Sheffield United side. So I think finally things are settling for Arsenal. They are very much capable of beating a team if it's their day. So, and moreover, their defense is pretty much organized right now. So I will go for a 2-1 victory to Arsenal. since Wolves are very, very strong in attack, I'll just reasonably give them a chance to score a goal.
Okay, Ashwath.
I think Arsenal. I think it's going to be a draw. It's going to be 2-2. Yeah.
Okay, Aditya.
I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, Krishna said Arsenal does not have a proper defense, which I don't really agree with. I mean, yes, they have been poor in few games, but they have been also, good. And with Cedric Soares back, I think, I mean, he might get a nod ahead of Bellerin, and that might be a huge factor. So, but again, Wolves is a very good team. So I don't really think there is going to be a win for either of them, and it's going to be a draw. 1-1 draw.
Okay. I feel that Arsenal Arteta is actually experimenting with his squad right now to find his 11 for the right 11 for Arsenal, and it's somewhat. I think he is slowly finding it, and you could clearly see it in the last match against Norwich. And like our defense is very poor. Yeah, it is poor. We are leaking goals definitely, but we did keep a clean sheet for the last two matches were a clean sheet, and yeah, definitely. I feel that David Luiz also is going to play this match again in the back three, and definitely we will keep a clean sheet again. I am confident. I'm going with the 2-0 win to Arsenal. Next match is Chelsea versus Watford.
Match of the week.
After the horrific display against West Ham, I guess they have almost, lost the reckoning they had at the top three position. So I guess now everyone will be fired up and they would have gotten the slack from Lampard after that game. So I guess they'll have to come back strongly and they will have to get a win no matter what. Don't care about the scoreline, don't care about what and how, but then they will have to get a win, and that is their situation right now. With Liverpool coming ahead, if they need a top four spot, and on top of it, United and Wolves both are following them for a top four spot. So if they need a top four spot, and if they have to play Champions League next season, then I guess it's a must-win game for them. And Watford also aren't, they are a very good side. But then once Chelsea starts dominating, I don't think Watford has what it takes to stop Chelsea from dominating. So I'll go in with the Chelsea win. And the scoreline 3-0.
Okay, Shilchal.
I think last week for West Ham, you told it's a comfortable win 4-0, 3-0 something, and I saw what happened. So thank you for the luck again. I think our defense is very bad. I don't want to sound negative, but it is the truth here. Rudiger fucked up. So I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll go for a 1-0 victory to Chelsea. Still being optimistic.
Okay, Rahul.
Yeah, even though it was an unfortunate loss for Chelsea last week, they are still a very good side. They are very, very good offensively. They are pretty much organized, like all good teams. So still, there are very, very high chance that Chelsea would take away 3 points this game. So I'm going to predict a 2-0 victory for Chelsea.
Okay, Ashwath.
So we have seen Chelsea dropping points against these teams this season, especially. But I think this should be easy win for Chelsea with a 2-0 victory, 2-0 scoreline. Yeah.
Okay, Aditya.
I mean, I don't really think Chelsea can even afford losing points right now. There is no way. So Lampard is going to get things clear, and I don't think the same thing will repeat what had happened last week. So it's going to go. I mean, it's going to be a 2-0 victory.
Okay, I think this match is going to be a reaction to the last game. So definitely Chelsea are going to go all out, and I feel it is going to be a comfortable win, 2-0 to Chelsea. the next game we are going to see is Burnley versus Sheffield United.
So if you see the last game, the game which happened yesterday, I guess Sheffield are slowly coming back to what they are known for by defeating Tottenham Hotspurs. And Burnley is a very good side which has, edge in the aerial presence and edge in the set pieces, but then Sheffield are no less, if not more. So I definitely, see a boring contest between these two, where I don't see the margin for Sheffield to win will be more than a goal. So I would probably go with 1-0 to Sheffield United.
Okay. Shilchar?
I also think that Sheffield is getting their form back after last week. And even though VAR played its part in the win, everything was brutally honest. So even though Sheffield got lucky last week, I think Sheffield is back to winning ways, and I think Sheffield is definitely winning 2-1.
Okay, Rahul?
Yeah, I think it will be a very, very interesting game because both the sides are physically strong. They have physically strong players. But Sheffield, since they are in a very good form right now and since they bet Tottenham, they have a slight edge over Burnley. And I think it will be a tight 1-0 victory to Sheffield United.
Okay, Ashwin?
I think it's going to be a draw, Pranay. I think it's going to be 1-1.
Okay. Aditya?
Burnley played really well against Crystal Palace and got the victory, and Sheffield were fantastic against Tottenham. But I think both the teams will be confident with this in this game, and I think it's going to be a boring stalemate. Nil-nil.
Okay. I'm going with 1-0 to Burnley because I think Burnley are very good defensively and they play a lot of long balls and set pieces. They're very dangerous in the set pieces. And we have to also take into account that Nick Pope has the highest number of clean sheets this season. Yes, about 14 clean sheets, I think. We have to take that also into account. So I think it's going to be 1-0 to Sheffield. Burnley.
Alisson.
Sorry?
Along with Alisson.
Yeah, okay, sorry. The next match is Newcastle versus West Ham.
Even Newcastle will also would have grown in confidence after the 4-0 victory, and I don't think I even need to mention the confidence that West Ham would have after defeating a side like Chelsea. West Ham are 18th in the table, and to defeat a side which is placed fourth in the table is something extraordinary. And and the way in which the victory came, the 90th minute goal from Yarmolenko would have given them even more confidence to not bottle it up here and end up in the relegation zone. So they'll do everything in order to come out of the relegation zone. And I guess it'll be a 1-1 draw between Newcastle and West Ham.
Okay. Shilchar?
Thank you for reminding me about last week, Krishna. So I think Newcastle have been in very good form. I think since their owners have been, almost announced, I think they are trying to prove it's they can do a lot of stuff. This may be slightly biased because I obviously want West Ham to lose now. So I guess I'm going for 2-0 victory to Newcastle.
Okay. Rahul?
I think both the teams will be very, very high on confidence, especially West Ham since they bet Chelsea. And Newcastle are also very good offensively. So it will be a very, very entertaining game. And I'll go for a 2-2 draw.
Okay. Ashwin?
We are seeing Newcastle. They are in their best form right now. They are scoring more goals, and even though West Ham managed to get a win against Chelsea, I think Newcastle got it this time. So I think it's going to be a 2-1 victory for Newcastle.
Okay. Aditya?
I don't really think West Ham will win this game. The reason being Newcastle are in a very good form, and you know, winning, getting that 4-1 victory over Bournemouth, they performed really well. I think Newcastle will win this game. Maybe 3-1 or 3-0.
I'm
3-1.
also I'm also going for a 2-0 win to Newcastle because Steve Bruce has done an amazing job this season, and I feel they are good defensively also, and I think they can pull out this victory. The next game is Liverpool versus Aston Villa.
There are two possibilities in this game. One, Klopp, in order to gain back what he had lost against Man City, he could start at 9-11. And the next option is to play the kids and give them time for chance and give them some exposure. So there are two case scenarios in this game, and I feel that either ways Liverpool will win, but with not more than a margin of 2 goals, because literally Aston Villa, to stop Aston Villa, there is just one theory: stop Jack Grealish, you stop Aston Villa. So I guess it is something that every single team had figured out by now. And as I said, Grealish has won about 10 games without scoring a goal or assisting a goal. So this speaks volumes, and I'm pretty sure Liverpool will win. I'll predict the scoreline to be 2-0.
Okay, Shivsharan?
Yeah, I think Liverpool is definitely winning this game. Aston Villa have not been very good. So I think I'm going with 3-0, 3-0 Liverpool.
Okay. Rahul?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think it will be a very good opportunity for Jurgen Klopp to use his youngsters because they deserve to play this season, and I think it will be a perfect opportunity to have a team comprising both of senior players and youngsters. So it should be a very, very good mixture. And yeah, Liverpool are a pretty good side right now, and I think they still want to, chase and get that record points. So it will be a comfortable 2-0 victory. Yeah.
Ashwat?
So I think it's very obvious that Liverpool will win this game. See, like Grealish alone cannot carry Aston Villa. Like that's how it has been the whole season. So I think, as Krishna said, if we stop him, it's pretty much done. The job is done. So yeah, it should be an obvious win for Liverpool with a score line of 3-0.
Okay. Aditya?
I think Liverpool will want to win this game. I mean, after what happened last game, and they will win the match. I don't think they will play completely all the youngsters, because the last time they did, they lost final against Aston Villa. So it's going to be a mixture of I mean, there are going to be few players who are going to feature youngsters, and he might change few things from last week. That's it. I think it's going to be a 3-1 victory.
I'm going for a 3-0 victory to Liverpool. Similar to Chelsea, I think this match is going to be a reaction to what happened in the last match. So yeah, I feel it's going to be a easy 3-0. The next match, the last match is Southampton versus Manchester City.
See, Southampton is pretty much equal to Danny Ings, and Man City is what Man City are. And yesterday, after such a terrific performance, I don't think there is even slightest of chances that they'll drop points in this particular game. So I guess it will be a 3-0 comfortable victory to Man City,
Okay, Shivsharan?
or maybe a 3-1 with Danny Ings to score a goal, just for the sake of it.
Yeah, I think I'll also go with what Krishna said. And I think Man City have been so amazing. I think Phil Foden is super amazing. I think 3-0, 4-0 to Man City.
Okay. Rahul?
Yeah, I think Manchester City are in red hot form right now. So I'll go in for a 4-1 victory to Manchester City.
Okay, Ashwath.
So I think the win against Liverpool should be a boost for us right now. And I think Southampton have been good this season, I mean, at least the later part of the season. And I think City will obviously win by a 3-1. It's going to be 3-1.
Okay.
City will win the match, but I expect Danny Ings to get on the score sheet. So I think a 4-1 victory.
Okay. I am going for a 2-0 victory to Man City. They have been in a good form. So even though Southampton have been in a good form, I think it's difficult to stop City when they are in red hot form. Like De Bruyne could pull like various things during a match, which is like impossible to stop. So I'm going for a 2-0 to Manchester City. The last match I think is Tottenham versus Everton.
See, Tottenham after the last game, I don't think they have what it takes, compete against strong teams, especially in the Premier League. They might, go and win the bottom place, relegated sides, but then they are not going to win against a team like Everton, which is very, strong and which is going good. So I'll go for a 3-1 victory to Everton.
Okay. Shitsaran?
Yeah, I think Mourinho's done in Tottenham. He's not doing anything new. So I'm going for 2-1 Tottenham. 2-1 Everton. I'm sorry.
Okay. Rahul?
Yeah, I think it will be a very, very entertaining game. Spurs have a point to prove. Mourinho has a point to prove right now. So I'll go for a 2-2 draw.
Okay. Ashwath?
I think it's Everton's going to win this game. I think they're going to win by a 2-1 scoreline. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really think Richarlison will be back. I mean, I'm not sure about the injury. So, but still, I'm going to go for a draw. It'll be a 1-1 draw.
I'm going for a 2-1 victory to Everton because I don't think Mourinho is going to bounce back or something. And definitely, if they lose because of some decision, he's going to blame VAR again for something. He's not going to blame that his take the responsibility that his team has played bad or something.
Guys, that's all for today. This is all for the game week 33 predictions. If you think our predictions are right, please comment down, and please comment your own predictions down. We'll be back for the game week 34 predictions. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.